Are you a Jesus-loving woman who overexercises and deprives herself of food, desperately trying to obtain a goal weight on the scale? And yet, at the same time, you strive to be a healthy version of yourself by eating well and feeling fit? Hi, I'm Andrea, and I was running on the same hamster wheel for over 20 years. My toxic body image and eating disorder stole my joy and self-respect. Thankfully, God was always with me, fighting my battles and blessing me with the grit to reclaim my life. I'm off the hamster wheel, but I see you still stuck in the cage, and I want to help free you too. Journey with me every week. I'll share personal stories, tools, mindset shifts, and the practical steps I took to heal my unhealthy relationship with food and exercise. I don't believe food and exercise are the problems. I believe they're part of the solution. Instead, I'll teach you how your mindset and faith are the keys to healing. Get ready to navigate your newfound path to healing. Get ready to reclaim your self-worth. Get ready to realign with your God-given identity. For in this identity is where you find true wellness and healing. When you are well, your gifts shine into the world. Shine on, babe. Let's do this. I'm Andrea Carroll, and this is Good Vanilla. Hey, pretty peeps. I'm quickly popping in here before we get rolling to communicate that I am not giving medical advice. I'm giving energetic, emotional, and mental support for women on their health journeys. I'm here because I care. I hope sharing my story will in some way help you on your unique path. Okay, let's dive in. Hey there, friends. Welcome to Good Vanilla. Today, I want to share with you 3 things I wish I would have known about my body years ago. A while back, I was pondering the idea, what are some things that I think, or what knowledge would have helped me in understanding my body and how and why it was different from so many of my friends as I was growing up as a child. Because I was one of those girls that grew fast, matured quickly. I was a woman when I was 10 years old, so almost 11. So it happened fast for me. And most girls would probably be more around like when they're 13, 14. Definitely not when they were still 10, almost 11, like it did for me. That's when I, well, if you say you're a woman once you start getting your period, then that is it for me. But I was thinking back, okay, what are things that I've learned about my body and bodies in general that I would have been like, well, that would have been nice to know, or that would have made me feel, I guess less guilty or shameful or trying to pigeonhole myself into like a one size fits all, or I think you know what I'm trying to say. Trying to be accepted, trying to be viewed as beautiful. Because unfortunately, as a little girl, a lot of the messaging or how you perceive it is you find your value. We're kind of conditioned to find our value in the way we look. And my looks were not matching up with my friends. So I've taken it upon myself. I was thinking, okay, because I have a 9-year-old daughter now. What are some things I can be sharing with her to help her be confident in her body? And these might be some things that you're not fully aware of for yourself, so they might help you as well. Or if you too are a mother raising daughters and you want them to be confident in their bodies, this episode is for you. If you're not a mom, this episode is still for you, because there's going to be something in here that is going to make you second guess the way you've been talking to yourself about your body over the years. The first one, I had no idea that there were different body types. I wish I would have known this a long time ago. I understood that people look differently from one another, but I was under the assumption that there was the correct or the right way to look, or the desired way to look. And this is essentially, to a great degree, out of your control. Your body type, your composition, your skeletal structure is genetic. You were born with it. However, your genetics are set up, so whatever your bone, like I said, your body composition, so whatever, if you are a lean person, if you're have more body fat and muscle, or if you're more like athletic and strong, they actually, in the scientific world, there are names for this. So an ectomorph are the long and lean with little body fat and little muscle. They have a hard time gaining weight. So this can be like a fashion model. Endomorphs, they're the ones that have more body fat and they can have lots of muscle and they gain weight easily, kind of like a football lineman. They're just heavier, rounder individuals. And that not necessarily be overweight, but just their composition is different. And then mesomorphs are athletic, solid, and strong. They're not overweight, they're not underweight, they're somewhere in between. They can kind of eat what they want and not really fluctuate their weight a lot. And those are like the three, and this is generalized, okay? You cannot generalize a human being because we are each unique. Most people are a combination of all of these body types. Most people are a combination of all of these body types. That's how unique our body is to ourselves. You can't pigeonhole yourself into thinking or expecting yourself to look a certain way when you were not made to be that person, to look that way. There's a reason that the models that you see in fitness advertisements, there's a reason why they have six-pack abs and they're built the way they are built. Outside of editing photos and using props to make their bodies appear more muscular and fit, because they do that, these people, because of their body type, they can have the six-pack abs. Like they're genetically their bodies are genetically set up to have six-pack abs. Okay? So you have to look at what body type is being represented and what's being shown. You have to be aware that there are different body types. And you cannot force your body to be a body type it was not made to be. You cannot go against genetics. You cannot fight genetics. And remember, who created you? God created you. How dare we doubt the Creator? He makes no mistakes. He did not make a mistake in putting your soul in the body you have. Hormones. Okay, that was the first. Okay, number one was the different body types. The second thing I wish I would have known years ago were how my hormones physically change my body, like depending on where I'm at in my cycle. not only do our hormones fluctuate over our 28-day cycle, or whether it's a few days more or less for you, they fluctuate throughout the day. And you have to keep in mind, depending on what you're eating throughout the day, that can cause like bloat. So there's hormonal bloat and weight gain around your cycle. And also there can be bloat around your diet, what you eat that day. I don't know why, but I have this pressure on myself that when I got up in the morning, and you can see this, when you get up in the morning, you've basically have been fasting all night, and your body has gone through like a cleansing system with your digestion, and you get up and you're kind of starting anew and fresh, and you can see it and it feels good. And then as you're going through the day, you are taking on outside stresses, you are eating, you are doing things, you are living, and your body is working for you. And then at the end of the day, you stand and look in front of the mirror. You can't point and say, hey, that's not what you looked like this morning, shame on you. Your body went to battle for you all day long. It went through so much. It's constantly fighting off viruses and illnesses inside of you. It's doing a billion things at once. You're eating and digesting food, and you're just, oh my gosh, if you would know what it would be like inside your body, you'd probably be more apt to do like a cheer for it every night. Like, yay, you made it through another day. Thanks. Way to go. Rather than point blame at, you don't look good enough. We got to move away from that idea, because it's physically impossible to not have our hormones fluctuate. So it can be anywhere, it can be like 4 to 6 pounds. I mean, your body can easily shift throughout the day and throughout the month based on your hormones. And I never saw that. No one ever talked about it. And so I didn't think it was normal for my body to do that. I didn't understand that as a young girl, or even as a teenager and a young adult. I didn't understand that, and I didn't understand how my hormones can fluctuate. So do yourself a service and love yourself, and do a little research on how your hormones are playing into the fluctuation of your weight through your cycle and even over the course of your day, and know that it's okay and it's normal. Don't let anyone tell you it's not normal to go up and down on the scale 4 pounds or more, even in a day. I mean, it's pretty incredible the pressure we put on ourselves for perfection. And that is a big part of it. It's like, if you're a perfectionist and you are seeking control for perfection, by restricting food and over-exercising, and you're using almost the abuse of yourself and on your body as a way to somehow get yourself to perform better in your eyes, that is a great sign that you need to give yourself some grace, and you need to step back and look at how incredible your body is and how much it has done for you and does for you on a daily basis, and to find gratitude in all the ways your body serves you. It really does. It serves you every day, and we need to be grateful for it. Number 3, I wish I would have known that my body is my own, and there's no other body like my body. And regardless of messaging, like the cultural beauty standards that were shoved in our faces as young girls and still today as women, on what standard is beauty, like what makes a woman beautiful. Really, that there's the cultural standard, and then the media, their standards lack creativity. They really do. They lack creativity because everywhere you look, you will find beautiful people. I even say it on here. Hello, beautiful people. You will find beautiful people, and it needs to be based on your standards of what is beauty. And it is boring if we all looked the same, if we all acted the same, if we were the same, it'd be boring. I loved it. I found, if you have ever come across that, what are the chances of you being born? I came across it a while back again, and I was reminded of this, and it is just incredible and a great reminder of how you are a miracle for even being on earth, for being born, because the chances of you being born are 1 in 400 trillion. 1 in 400 trillion. If you think about that grand number, how can you pigeonhole the miracle of being born in 1 in 400 trillion? How can you say that each of us is not unique? Like, how we're all so different in all of our ways, and that's the beauty of it. That's your beauty. Your difference, the difference that you bring to this world, is what makes you beautiful. You are the creative one because you were created by the creative one. Your beauty is in your creativity, how you are different, how your body is different, how you think differently, and how you are more than your body. So often that is the focus, right? We always focus on the external. And actually, over the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be talking a little bit more about this. I want to discuss how your difference in this world matters, and how I want to explore more, because I've heard it a bunch of times. I'm sure you have too. You are more than a body. I want to explore that more, and we're gonna really dive into why that's hard to swallow, why it's hard for us to be okay with, and why we don't focus more on what's inside than what's on the outside. But today I want you to take these 3 things with you, the 3 things that I wish I would have known. The first one, remember, there are different body types. Second, how much your hormones impact the shape and fluctuation and composition of your body throughout your cycle and even throughout your day. And the third is your body is the one and only one of your kind. There's no one else like you in this world. And we need to get a little less superficial about the external. But here's the thing. First we see the external, whatever symptoms are happening inside, they are first externally, like we can see it externally first, right? So that's where we can see what we need to be working on inside. And like I said, stay with me. Next couple weeks, we'll be talking a little bit more about the difference you can make in the world based on your uniqueness, and just every time about how wonderful you are, building building you up. Just focus on that wellness. Remember, when you're well, your gifts will shine into the world. You take care, friend, and I will talk to you next week. Hey there, beautiful. Do you feel like every step forward in your healing journey, you are met with setback after setback? It's like it doesn't matter how much effort you put into feeling better about your body, feeling better about your relationship with food. It doesn't matter what it is. Whatever you are trying to heal in your life, do you feel like the work you are putting in is constantly being erased by a trigger? Well, I hear you. I'm seeing all the comments online about people trying to heal their relationship with their body and with food, and it seems like triggers are something that are relentless in your life. They will not give up their grip on you. Here's the thing. Triggers are not going away, but there's something you can do about it. You have the tools, you have the capability within you to fight back. And to help you do this, I created a little workbook, a free download for you to get right now and start working on fighting back against your triggers. It's my 3-step process to tame your triggers. I walk you through, there are journal prompts in the workbook that walks you through exactly what you need to do to set up your own plan so that you are prepared the next time a trigger strikes. Friend, take back your life. Take back the control. Don't let triggers have control over you. The link for the download is in the show notes. Go download it now and take the first step to defending your life and defending your well-being. You got this, friend. Hey there, lovely souls. It means the world to me that you took time out of your busy schedule to come and hang out with me today. But here's the thing. You made time for yourself also. You put your self-worth and your mental wellness first by listening. Did you know that you can help me spread my message to others that so desperately need it? Hit that subscribe button so you never miss an episode. Rate and review my show. And hey, I want to hang out with you more. Come over on Instagram, follow me at Andrea_Caro, and send me a message. Tell me how you're doing. I want to get to know you. I can't wait to hear from you. And until then, shine on, babes.